Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving headfirst into a truly stunning piece of contemporary fiction. We're looking at Dhruva Thapa's novel, The Bridge Across Oceans. And listen, this isn't just your standard story about moving from point A to point B. Oh no, it's a profound, beautifully paced exploration of family, legacy, and what it actually means to belong. If you're someone who loves literary fiction that really takes its time to build these deep, rich emotional landscapes, well, you are absolutely in the right place.
Only many years later would he understand that home had quietly traveled with him all along. I mean, wow, what a stunning opening line, right? Today, we're going to unpack exactly why readers get so deeply emotionally invested in this universal story. It all kicks off with a 16-year-old boy, Arjun Gautam. He's leaving his small village, and he genuinely believes he's leaving his home entirely behind him. But as we're going to see, this novel masterfully reveals that home isn't just some place you leave in the rearview mirror, it's a foundation you carry with you.
So let's get right into section 1, the meaning of home.
In Thapa's work, home is literally never treated as just a fixed dot on a map. Instead, it's this evolving internal landscape, built layer by memory, language, and love. We follow our protagonist, Arjun, on this massive sweeping journey. We go from the misty, terraced hills of Ilam in Nepal, over to the bustling, freezing cold college streets of Darjeeling, India. From there, he moves to Kathmandu as a respected teacher, and finally, he travels all the way across the world to the classrooms of California. But here's the thing you gotta remember. This timeline isn't just about racking up passport stamps. It represents his emotional expansion. With every single border he crosses, his heart doesn't just abandon the previous place, it actually expands to hold the new one too.
This old geographic journey perfectly captures the core conflict of the immigrant experience. On one side of the coin, we have the roots, right? Our ancestral values, our mother tongue, those quiet, everyday sacrifices our parents made. And on the flip side, we have the world. This is where life takes us. Adaptation, learning new languages, building a whole new future in a completely foreign land. So the big question is, how does Arjun navigate all this? Well, he learns, and he actually later teaches his own students that you don't have to choose one over the other. The roots and the world, they can absolutely grow together.
Moving on to section 2, the gift of mentorship. This novel does such a brilliant job showing how completely ordinary acts of kindness, freely given, become these extraordinary legacies that span generations. Because let's face it, we don't build our lives alone. There are 4 distinct pillars that really act as the architects of Arjun's life. First, there's his father, Birendra, literally carrying luggage as a porter just so his son could one day carry books. Then his mother, Saraswati, packing homemade silroti and placing a protective tika on his forehead before he leaves. Later, in Darjeeling, we meet Amma Norbu. She takes a basic rented room and transforms it into a real home with just warm tea and motherly advice. And finally, Master Hari, the professor who teaches Arjun how to think, not just what to read. It's so beautifully realistic, showing us that education and character are built by communities, not just isolated individuals.
And this community foundation really sets the stage for a massive, defining moment in Arjun's academic life. Education begins with curiosity. Master Hari writes that single sentence on the chalkboard on the very first day of class. And man, that quote fundamentally shapes Arjun's growth. It's also a perfect reflection of the author's descriptive, really unhurried storytelling style. Thapa doesn't just rush you from one plot point to the next. He lets you sit in that classroom, smell the chalk dust, feel the scratch of damp wool sweaters, and just absorb the weight of these quiet, life-altering revelations.
So this sense of curiosity builds into an absolutely beautiful character arc. We literally get to watch Arjun evolve step by step. Step 1, he's the humble student, really struggling with English in Darjeeling. Step 2, he pays that forward, guiding a struggling younger boy named Pemba through a reading lesson right there on the steps of a post office. Step 3, he grows up to become the highly respected Arjun Sir in Kathmandu. And finally, Step 4, he crosses the ocean and becomes Mr. Tom, mentoring a totally new generation of immigrant youth in America. He just absorbs the wisdom of his elders and pours it right back into the next generation. It's incredible to watch.
All right, section 3, the immigrant experience. Now, what makes this book so incredibly special is how it portrays the immigrant journey. It has this stunning realism, total dignity, and a profound emotional authenticity that completely sidesteps those cheap cliches. It's a really delicate tightrope walk, right? Preserving your cultural identity while fully embracing a new home. And Thapa navigates this so impartially.
He acknowledges the very real struggles of assimilation, the language barriers, that deep longing for home, the fear of losing your heritage. But at the same time, he equally celebrates the resilience of immigrant families. He shows us the beauty of opening a new Nepali grocery store in the Bay Area and the absolute triumph of a graduation ceremony where first, second, and third generations are all sitting together, having built new lives just one workday at a time.
Which brings us to what might just be the most powerful line in the entire book. Arjun delivers this during a community speech in California. Identity is not a wall, it is a bridge. He's looking out at all these teenagers who are caught up between two worlds, and he just gives them permission to fully honor their parents' heritage while still completely belonging to America. It's this breathtaking moment of literary synthesis. You realize you don't have to choose one side of the river when you are literally the bridge that connects them.
That perfectly leads us into Section 4, Symbolism of the Bridge.
In this novel, a bridge represents so much more than just concrete and suspension cables spanning a river in Nepal or a bay in California. Just listen to this definition from Master Hari. A bridge never asks who deserves to cross. It simply carries everyone who places their trust upon it. I mean, that forces you to reflect on your own life, right? A truly meaningful life involves becoming that safe crossing for someone else's journey. Whether it's a parent sacrificing for a child, a teacher guiding a student, or even just a stranger offering kindness, we are all crossing bridges built by others, and in turn, we are called to build them for the people coming next.
We actually see the real-world application of this metaphor through Sumi. She is a character Arjun meets in California who becomes deeply, deeply important to him. She shares this beautiful, heartfelt insight: every child deserves more than one road home. She actually gives him a book with this inscribed in it, highlighting how they are both actively working to build emotional bridges for youth growing up between cultures. They're making sure these kids feel they have a solid road back to their heritage, as well as a clear road forward into their future.
And finally, Section 5, a generational legacy. Now, without giving away any major plot twists, because you really need to experience it for yourself, the ending of this novel carries a profound emotional impact. Everything just pays off so beautifully, bringing all these themes full circle. We see this incredible generational return on investment. Arjun's son, Arav, graduates in America, which actually brings Arjun's aging parents all the way across the Pacific, a huge journey they literally never imagined making. But the ultimate bridge is built when Arjun and Sumi return to his ancestral home in Alam. They don't just go back and retire, they transform that very home into the Master Hari Community Library. So the bridge Arjun spent a lifetime building across the ocean finally carries education, hope, and this global connection right back to the misty hills where his journey began.
As the author, Dhruva Thapa, writes in his closing note, "The bridges we build will always lead us home." This novel sits so comfortably alongside other highly respected literary fiction that explores family, identity, and belonging. But it really speaks with its own incredibly unique, gentle, and compassionate voice. It's this constant reminder that no matter how far we travel out into the world, our roots travel right alongside us.
So who should actually read this? Well, it is an absolute must-read for lovers of contemporary literary fiction, for sure. But honestly, beyond that, it is essential reading for educators, for mentors, and really for anyone who has been touched by the universal immigrant story. In our super-connected modern world, this novel is just a beautiful reminder of the shared humanity that links all of us across borders and oceans.
Think about the mentors, the parents, those quiet, unseen sacrifices that helped you cross the rivers in your own life. And then ask yourself this: what bridges are we building for those who come after us? Take a moment to just sit and reflect on that. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer of The Bridge Across Oceans. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and keep building those bridges.